Hello beautiful people and welcome back to my channel. So my kids are outside playing, so you might hear them hollering in the background. But in this video we're going to be talking about what's in my morning basket fall edition, because obviously a lot of these books get changed out for the seasons. If you saw the video that I posted 3 videos back, I think I'll link it up here for you guys. We are doing the Gentle and Classical Press preschool autumn curriculum, so that's why I have all of these books in here, and we also have their morning binders from that company as well. So let's just jump right into this giant thing. So first things first, this basket was Corinne's grandmother's, so I have no idea where it came from, but I love it and it comes in handy. She actually had a lot of like these wicker baskets and I love them all. So that's where I got this from. So basically we start the day with our morning binders, and I have the preschooler one and the kindergarten one, and I'll just show you a quick flip through of it. So it's my name is, so they can practice writing their name, their age, and then they get to circle what emotion they are for the day, which is their favorite part of the first page. And then I know what today is, so they circle or they color in the day that it is, and then down here they do the month, and then the next page they pick the numerical date, and then they write it down here in their tens and ones place, and we have some math blocks that they count them out and do it down here. My kindergartner does it, my preschooler does not do it. He just circles the number up top, but we do have the tens and ones placed down here. And then we go over the weather, the season, and then what kind of temperature it is. My kindergartner writes it in, the preschooler doesn't. They just circle cold, cool, warm, or hot. And then he'll go ahead and write the temperature down in that box. And then the rest of these pages get changed out every week. So the first few I showed you are ones that you do every single day. And then these get changed out once a week. So I have to put their new ones in for the upcoming week, but we just learned the letter T. So they will get their Play-Doh out and go ahead and make an upper and lowercase t. Preschooler only has the big T, so his, I'll show you, takes up like the whole page. So yeah, so that's the preschool one. He gets to make that giant T right there. And then after that, they trace the T and circle the words with the letter T in it. And then my kindergartner's on the number 5, so he traces it, counts out the circles or colors in the circles to equal the number, and then he does some matching at the bottom. Preschooler also has a number, and then their binder ends with 2 different colors for the week as well. So his for the week were gray and brown. So I'll show you those. Oh, we forgot to erase his. So it's brown. If they're old enough, they can practice tracing it. I don't make him trace it because he's barely learning to hold a pencil. So he just points to or colors in the items that have brown in them, and then same thing for the gray. He'll either color or just point to them and tell me which ones have gray in the picture, and that's how the preschooler binder ends. And then this page, this week it's symmetry, so he practiced tracing the other side of different shapes. And then the week before that, it was a make 10, so he would find 2 different groups of numbers that would equal to 10. So basically like the last page in the kindergarten binder is kind of going to be more the math related one. So we start with these 2 binders every single morning, so they know when it's time to go to school. I'll say go downstairs, get your binders, get your Play-Doh, get our math blocks, and then they'll get it all set up. I'll grab whatever last minute things we need and I'll head down there, and they'll have their binders open. Usually my kindergartner starts writing his name and his number and stuff, and then we go from there. So all of these books, this one and this one we'll talk about first, because these two are going to be changed out every 2 weeks for different units. So these two cover they go with unit 1, I should say, for our autumn curriculum. And then the rest of these are going to be read at various times throughout the autumn curriculum. So this one is Hiawatha and the Peacemaker, and it's about a person in the Mohawk tribe who comes in contact with like a peacemaker spirit, I guess you could say, and how they try to go around to the other 4 tribes to try to work together as a team instead of attacking each other constantly. So that's what this one's about, because unit 1, it's talking about Native Americans and fall coming. So this was one of the books that they picked to go over Native American culture with. And then this one is Winter is Coming, and this one's a very cute book. So it's about this little girl who has like a hideaway in a treehouse, and it goes over the different seasons and the different animals that she sees, and it's very cute. My kids loved that one because they are obsessed with animals. So this one, Winter is Coming, was a very cute book to go over like the different changes of the seasons and stuff like that. They do give you a whole extra list of other books that you could add to it as well that has to do with Native Americans or fall/winter coming. But I just stuck with these 2 because this one is pretty heavy book based, and I didn't want to like just expect my kids to listen to an hour's worth of reading, if you know what I mean. So we did those 2. And then our artist for this unit is Thomas Cole. And so we just read the book the other day, and now we're starting to go over his different various drawings of America. So he was actually born in England during the Industrial Revolution, and it talks about how his family migrated to America. That was still very new at that time, so there was a lot of nature, a lot of country, all that kind of stuff. And he drew paintings of it, and he was one of the original, these are like some of the paintings he drew. He was one of the original American artists, even though he's technically from England. But yeah, so he drew a lot of landscape pictures of America. That one's gorgeous. I feel like you can't really tell on camera, but yeah. So he painted a lot of landscapes of America, and he was one of the founding people for American art, because the style that he did was a different style than what was known at the time. So yeah, so this is our artist for this unit, and then we're going to be going over his individual paintings and stuff like that. So we'll read this 1 or 2 more times. We read each of these 1 more time. So like everything I'm showing you guys, we don't do every single day, because that would be that would be a lot. So this one is The Year at Maple Hill Farm, and it's about animals and, well, farm animals and what happens during 1 year on a farm. So it starts in January and basically goes through every single month until we end in December. And it talks about the different things that each of the animals do during the various months of the year, and how obviously animals don't really know what month it is. They just go by the sun and the weather that's outside. So this we will use throughout the entire autumn curriculum. So we've read this twice already, and we'll probably read it a few more times before we're done with the curriculum. So these last 2 books are actually chapter books, and which makes sense because we basically read 3 chapters from each book a week. So it'll take us over the course of 2 months. So this book here is about is based on a Mohawk tribe in the late 1400s. It's about 2 twins. I'm not going to even try to pronounce their name because I'm sure I'm saying them wrong, and I'm not going to embarrass myself. But yeah, so there's these twins and one boy, one girl, and it's basically they flip-flop chapters. We've only read 3 so far, but so far it was the brother, the sister, the brother, then the next chapter is the sister again. And it just talks about different, like they're talking about the Strawberry Festival and then like other different things that they go on and go through. So that's what this one is about. And again, it just goes over more indigenous people's culture and beliefs and stuff like that. And then this book, it was put together in the early 1900s by Margaret Pumphrey, and she was a primary school teacher, and she basically compiled these stories for her students in order to expand their interests in the lives of the first pilgrim settlers in America. So it's just different stories that she found. We actually haven't started reading this yet. We're gonna start reading it tomorrow. Yeah, it's not numbered as like in chapters, but you can kind of tell like when the new story starts. So I'm actually very excited to hear about this, and I think it's cool that you're giving your kids 2 different perspectives. So you have the indigenous people's perspective, and then you also have the pilgrims perspective as well, because I do think it's important to show both sides of the story. And that's basically it. Usually I'll have another like just fun chapter book in here too. So like for instance, we just finished Charlotte's Web, but I figured that since these are a lot of books to go through, we read at least 3 of these books every day, and I figured that that was enough in addition to the morning binders. So that's what we have for now. I'm definitely going to be picking our winter curriculum soon, which is crazy because we're only in October and I already have to start planning like Christmas curriculum, but you got to be ahead of the game if there's anything I've learned so far. But yeah, let me know down below what you guys have in your morning baskets, if anything interests you. I will try to remember to link all these books in the description box for you guys so you can purchase them if you're interested in it. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.